this dude don't have a star, they need to take all of them up out the ground, dig all these damn things up. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin Lawrence is that dude.
Hello YouTube, this is DeAndre Dobbs. Happy Saturday, April the 22nd, I believe, 2023. Good morning, I'm back with another YouTube video, and it's early in the morning. I got my coffee. I made coffee this morning, but I couldn't, I didn't feel like getting my coffee mug, so I just ended up putting it in a Sonic cup. Don't judge me. But I'm up early this morning. I'm happy, I'm refreshed, and it's gonna be a wonderful day. And I decided to go ahead and do another video today. I thought of this yesterday, and we're gonna do it today. So today I'm gonna be talking about Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence in his Hollywood Walk of Fame star that he received on yesterday. It was either yesterday or Thursday. I believe he received it Thursday. I think he received it Thursday. So I'm basically going to talk about that, about Martin Lawrence and some of his stuff and some of his, his career's accomplishments. I just want you all to know I didn't write anything down. I'm just speaking from the heart today, and I'm just speaking from what I know about Martin Lawrence, and I'm basically just gonna, talk about him. So I'm gonna try not to make this video long, but I'm gonna try to make it long enough where I can just cover everything. Yep. And also, I want to thank you all for who has been watching my channel, viewing my channel, watching my videos, leaving me feedback, and the subscribers. I really want to thank you all for that because it's so much appreciated, and I'm so filled with gratitude. I'm so filled with love and happiness that I'm still here doing my YouTube, and I'm hoping that it progresses as the time goes on. So I want to thank you all. And let's get to the show. So, as y'all may know, for those of you that keep up with the celebrity news like I do, well, I try to, Martin Lawrence, he got his Hollywood Walk of Fame star. And peoples that was beside him and among him was actress Lynn Winfield, Tashina Arnold, and Steve Harvey, and Tracy Morgan, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the peoples that was with him when he received his Hollywood Walk of Fame star. And I'm going to give you my opinion on it. I'm going to tell you this. Martin Lawrence, he should have been gotten his Hollywood star Walk of Fame because he has done so many things in his illustrious career that deserves to be, you know, Walk of Fame worthy. Because to me, it's long overdue. He should have been done got that a long time ago. Honestly, he should have got that in the 90s, the late 90s, early 2000s, middle 2000s, before the teens and 20s. You know what I'm saying? He should have been done got that because you know he's done a very great things and wonderful things. Let's think about it. He got his break on What's Happening Now that aired from 19 um 1985 to 1988, I believe. I'm not for sure. He got his break on that. And then he got his break on Talking Dirty After Dark was a movie. There was a movie. And he got his break on Def Comedy Jam because he was the host from that from 1992 to 1994. But think about it. His big break and his star didn't come along, just my opinion. He was in House Party and he was in House Party 2. But what really made Martin a star was when he got his own TV show called Martin after his name. That's what really made Martin the star that he is when he played in Martin. Now, back in the early 90s now think about it. Outside of Martin at that time, that premiered in 1992, you got him doing his show Martin, and you got him playing in the movie Boomerang at the time that came out in 1992 with Eddie Murphy. You got him playing in that, and you got him playing in the two house parties, and you got him doing, his comedy specials, hosting Def Comedy Jam. Listen, at that time, Martin was everywhere. That's when Martin Lawrence can, he can deliver, and he was going to be a star. Because that to me, that is amazing. And you know what I'm saying? But me myself, I'm gonna tell you some things about Martin. It's not bad, but if it is, I'm not gonna shade him. I'm not gonna come after him. I'm gonna just basically, congratulate him. I'm just gonna basically tell it how it is and how it was at that time. What he did and what he didn't do. I don't know what he didn't do, but I'm just going by and telling you what I know, what I read a bunch of times, and how his career, spanned. Okay, so when he was doing Martin from 1992, and the show ended in 1997. But let's get to the hot tea and scandals on how his show ended. Now listen to me, y'all. I know a bunch of y'all that has watched Martin. I know a bunch of y'all probably have heard this, but if y'all haven't, and if you just now watching this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened, why Martin's show ended in 1997 after a 5-year run. I'm finna tell you. So, back in 1996, 1997, I think it was in the middle of 1996. For those of you that watched Martin how many seasons was it? It was 5 seasons. And about the 4th or 5th season, if y'all notice, you didn't see much of Gina, aka Tisha Campbell Martin. You didn't see much of her. The reason you didn't see much of Tisha Campbell Martin was because she filed the lawsuit against the Martin show and the producers, claiming that, Martin Lawrence sexual harassed her. Now, I've heard this on more than one occasion. I even had to look this up myself when I first heard about it years ago. And basically that's why you didn't see her, because she had filed the lawsuit against Martin Lawrence and the producers of the Martin Show, because she claimed that Martin Lawrence was sexual harassed her, like he sexual harassed her. Now at the time it is said that Martin Lawrence was feeling himself, and he became obsessed with Gina, his character Gina, aka Tisha Campbell Martin. And also, it is claimed that Martin Lawrence, he was on substances, aka drugs. He was on that shit. I'm just gonna put it like that. He was on that stuff. Um, that is true. It is claimed that he was on them drugs at the time, and at the time, he had became obsessed with his character Gina, Tisha Campbell Martin, and it was so bad that he was obsessed with her that he got himself a girlfriend or fiance that looked it just like her, that tried to look just like his character, Tisha Campbell Martin. Now, I've heard this a bunch of times and I looked it up, and it's true. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have to look up this stuff because sometimes the media can lie to you. The media can lie to you. It can put out so much stuff. Just like, just like people that do blogs, just like people that do YouTube, just like me. Like I say, if I got something wrong, let me know. Just tell me, correct me, and I go back and I read, and I'm like, well, I got this wrong, and whatever I find wrong, I will record a video to let y'all know that I was wrong. But this, what I'm telling you about Martin Lawrence, it's not wrong. It's like 95 to 100% true. That really did happen. That's why the show ended. But let's get back to that though. I'm not done. Let's get back to that. Ooh, this coffee good. So if you notice, when that lawsuit happened, if y'all notice, y'all didn't see Gina. Y'all did not see Tisha Campbell Martin, aka Gina, in the same scenes with Martin, because that was in a lawsuit. She said, she had left the show, but she had came back to finish it. But she would do it under a condition that was that she would not be in the same scenes as Martin Lawrence. She would be in the show, but she will film the scenes separately for him. Like, he'll be in one room and she will be in the other. Hold on for just a minute, you guys. Hello, you guys. I'm back. I'm sorry about that interruption. So let's get back to the video. Now, what I was telling you about Martin Lawrence at that time, excuse me, that lawsuit that Tisha Campbell Martin that she filed against Martin Lawrence, she would come back under one condition. And that condition was that she would not be in the same scenes as Martin Lawrence. They'll be in separate scenes because of that. And to me, I'm going to give you my opinion. To me, it's kind of what put the damper in the show. It kind of what made the show go down. To me, it did. Plus the ratings and stuff. To me, the earlier seasons is what made the show. But as the show progressed, in the 90s got upper. And I feel like when Martin did this, said that he was, he sexual assaulted her. And it was alleged. And, he was on substances, because I've heard it more than one time. And that's what I feel like. I feel like, when he done that, And this is me. And I'm just going to put it in a way where I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. And that is, you know, people's as a celebrity and people's, you know, they get big in Hollywood, that, you know, they get very noticeable, they get very, you know, famous, you know, big overnight. That's just me. I think when we as peoples, I believe we as peoples, and I believe peoples in a celebrity world that has money, I believe we sometimes tend to do things, you know, we get ahead of ourselves and we start doing things, you know, that is hurting peoples, and sometimes peoples don't see that. The peoples that's doing the hurting or the peoples that's doing the harming, sometimes peoples don't see that. Sometimes they think it's good. Sometimes, you know, they think it's good. They think it's not harming anybody. But it's like this: when you get in show business and you start doing all this extracurricular stuff that's outside of acting. Like, my thing is this: I don't judge anybody. I'm not judging anybody in this video. I'm not judging Martin. I'm not. What I'm basically saying is, when you do extracurricular activities outside of acting, such as, you know, drinking, smoking, getting high, doing substances, my thing is this: we are, and Martin Lawrence, he was an adult then. He was young then. He was an adult. I guess my thing is this: he felt like he was, you know, he didn't know what he was doing. Like, I'm not taking his side. I feel like this. I'm saying, when you are in a world and you are a celebrity, people tend to do things that, you know, they think that it makes sense, that they think that, you know, it's good. They don't realize it. All they doing is, you know, having fun and you know, doing what they do. Because even if you are a celebrity, you're gonna do things that, you know, that shouldn't be done. And that's something that we can't judge nobody off of. We're gonna do actions that we know that isn't right. Because sometimes people don't think, they just do it. They'll suffer the consequences later. But then along the line, you would think like, wow, I did that, I really messed up. So you can't really judge Martin off of what he did. Even if he did, you know, sexual assault, Tisha Campbell Martin, he was in the moment. Yes, he got a little out of line, and he did go along far with it, if that's the cause. But my thing is this though: Tisha Campbell Martin, you know, a lot of people's blamed her because of the show's cancellation. Listen, I said this, and this is just my opinion. Listen, you know, part of her, to me, was the problem. And then part of Martin was the problem. To me, it plays both parts. You have to look at it both ways, not just one-sided, not just one story. It's two stories of the situation. Peoples will tell you anything to get you to believe them. They'll tell you anything to get money. They'll tell you anything to get relevant. They'll tell you anything to get the heat off them. They will. But, you know, I hate it when Martin show ended and it got canceled. I hated it because it was such a good show and it was a good legendary show. But then think about this. A couple of years after that, a whole decade, Tommy Ford, the one that played Tommy on Martin, he passed away in 2016. So a year after his passing, you got Tisha Campbell Martin and Tashina Arnold. They doing a reunion reboot. They had it on TMZ. And I'm thinking, okay, I see Tisha Campbell Martin. I'm like, wait a minute. You done put a lawsuit against this man years ago on the Martin Show, claimed that he did this and did that to you. But now you want to just come out of the blue and be like happy and like ain't nothing happened. I'm not mad at that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. If they put that past them, if they talked about it, that's good. I'm glad that they made amends. But to me, that still feels kind of fishy to me. I know it's in the past, but that still feels fishy to me. Like, why are you going to wait 10 years? No, why are you going to wait 20 years later to try to hug on Martin Lawrence now? And why are you going to try to do that now after what you caused and out of what, out of what happened to the show? Like I said, sexual assault is very wrong. It's wrong. And if Martin did do that, if Martin Lawrence did do that, he was wrong. It was wrong of him to do. It's not right. No assault is right. But I still feel like it was kind of fishy to me on that note. But they did do a reunion last year in 2022. They did a reunion, a reunion. And it was on BET Plus. It was a great reunion. I enjoyed it because I watched it. It was a great reunion. Now, let's get off of Martin's TV show subject. Let's talk about some of his other greatest accomplishments. Let's not forget, he played in the legendary movie with Lynn Winfield called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. When I tell you I love that movie, when I tell you that movie, it was like wild. Because you got Lynn Winfield playing this crazy woman, psychotic woman, and she tells him like she's not to be played with. She killed her husband, and she warned Martin. But he didn't listen. He thought he was gonna just do her and get his way. But oh no. He got his just desserts. Went and Lynn Winfield got a hold to him. She broke into his house, trying to burn down his house, cooking some burnt bacon. And drove by his mama's house and broke his tail light and some other stuff. And then she tried to kill him, tie him up and stuff. But my thing is this. I blame Jamal. I think that's who he played in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I blame Martin Lawrence, his character, because Brandy, aka Lynn Winfield, warned him, but he did not listen. So you can't get mad at that. I was like, wait a minute. So you telling me that, a lot of people was taking Martin's side. But at this rate, it's kind of like goes both ways to me. Like Martin told Brandy, Brandy told Martin, and it's like, well, it is what it is, you know. But that's what happened. But that movie, to me, it was a good movie. I think it grossed a lot too. I'm not for sure, but that's a famous movie he played in. He worked with some of the legendary stars because because let me tell you, he's worked with Eddie Murphy, Lynn Winfield, Della Reese. He's worked with a lot of people. Tisha Campbell Martin, like what I just told you, Tommy Ford, LaWanda Page. I'm not for sure if I'm not for sure if he worked with Red Fox or not, but he's worked with a lot of people. He's worked with Shirley Hemphill. She was also a stand-up comedian. Rosie O'Donnell. You have all these peoples that he worked with. He worked with Nia Long. He worked with Terrence Howard, Anthony Anderson, Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey. You got all these peoples that he's worked with. Bernie Mac. You got all these peoples that he's worked with, these legends. Some of them are not here with us today, and some of them are still doing what they know how to do, and that is make money, be entertaining, and staying humble. But the movie that he really struck gold with to me, another movie, was Life. That was a good movie, Life. But one of my favorite parts is gonna be like, "You gonna eat your cornbread?" Yep, that's one of my favorite parts. And Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, they was the duo in that movie. I really enjoyed that movie, the chemistry and everything. But I'm gonna tell you another movie. You got him playing Big Mama House 2. Big Mama House 2. You got a lot of them playing. A lot of him, he's playing these movies. And he was playing in um and he's played in Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys for Life. And he has acted with Will Smith, so they got good chemistry and great friends. So yeah, Will Smith, he totally did his thing. And Martin Lawrence, he's a legend in my book. So yep. So that'll be my video, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I promise you I will be back with another video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will be back with another video as soon as possible. I hope you all have a wonderful Saturday. Thank you all for watching. I will see you soon. I love you guys. Bye-bye. And again, I would like to say congratulations, Marty Marr, aka Martin Lawrence, on your Hollywood Star Walk of Fame. Well deserved. And thank you for all the fun movies, the legendary movies, the TV shows, the stand up, and everything that you have done to keep laughs and smiles on our faces. Your iconic shows and your iconic movies will forever be remembered and will forever be legendary. Continue to do what you do and continue to make your coins, get your green, and continue to be the legend that you are. No matter what obstacles and negativity that you have faced, you are still a legend, Martin Lawrence. And you did not let that stop you. You did not let that stop your career. You kept doing what you were doing, which is the most important thing. And my thing is this: you as a black man in our community, the black community, You is a legend. Before there was Tyler Perry and any actors that was coming up. Before there was Tyler Perry, before there was Madea, anything, there was Big Mama. There was Big Mama. There was Shanae. There was Jerome. And it was a bunch of peoples that you have paved the way for. So thank you so much, Martin, for so much entertainment over the last 30 something years. Thank you. And I hope that this video was good for you all, fans that I made for you all, and I hope you all enjoyed. So I really want to thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will be back with another video soon. Thank you. I love you all. Bye-bye.